many times. Maybe it bores you, but when they teach the kids in the Steiner school, first they draw the rose with intense precision, very accurately. And if your kids watch too much TV before the age of 7, they lose the inner muscle to make a picture inside their head, and that's the physics of all creation lost. Oops. So here are the Steiner schools, and they watched a few less. The kids aren't addicted to their TV screens yet, hopefully, before the age of 7. It's really because they lose the inner muscle to make a picture inside. So then they're making a picture inside their head by drawing this beautiful pencil picture of a rose. So now they've drawn this rose with great intensity. Now, close your eyes, kids, and visualize a rose. Now, they know the kids have done their homework in the classroom if at that moment the classroom fills with the smell of roses. Now, we teach the physics, and I do mean the physics of why, because the flowering brain implosively generates an infrared sweetness, which is the physics of olfaction, that infrared radiance. It's why I saw the hummingbirds smash in the windows when the lady were having bliss inside the sealed house, because they smelled that bliss. The infrared went through the window. That's called the flowering brain. So the room fills with the smell of roses when the kids properly visualize the rose. And that is actually the nectar. And that's a beginning to understand the physics of bliss itself. That's when you taste that dripping sweetness at the back of the mouth. And when the low frequencies, the same low frequencies that drive the therapy, drive the sacrocranial pump wave up the spine liquid pump. If your spine liquid is pumping, it's clinically impossible to be depressed. And that's the snake charmer that comes from the amygdala, the snake brain's mouth, into the bird brain, and the serpent feeds the eagle, and Quetzalcoatl returns. And guess what? Quetzalcoatl just returned. Ain't it cool? They called it Kinnick Ahau in the Mayan literature, and in the